Hi, John Tui here, Solaris Knight, and Doggy Kruger, and a shout out to Action Activate. Stay tuned.
Well, here we are, episode 14. I'm Gazbot. This is Action Activate, and with me, as always,
it's me. It's Big Dawg Defender, totally from a different recording time. Thus, why my hat is in a different position.
Oh yeah, me too. What's up, Bomb?
Hey, look, it's Future Gaz.
If you watched the last episode, you saw us hurriedly get off because I only have a limited time I could record. Big Dog really wanted to do the next episode. Now, this one we have not. I mean, I did too, but you know, he has all night and I don't. So we finished that one up. We're gonna do this one, but neither of us have watched this one. So we're gonna go old school and watch it live and react. Now, I don't know how this is gonna work with copyright and stuff. I'm gonna put up the little grid. There is gonna be sound. All I know is that the people that subscribe and watch in the first week or so, you're gonna see it. Later, future generations.
Hopefully you do.
Yeah, and I could always try to edit
generations.
Future generation. Your children's children might not see this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to play this. I'm not it's not okay. So you don't hear anything, right?
I hear faint, but not really anything.
Okay. If I do this, do you hear more?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave it muted, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the episode, but I'm gonna put up that little grid thing. This one, blap. We first pioneered the use of this when we were watching SPD, but now I'm gonna play it, and so we're gonna talk over it and react to it, but not as much as we normally will because we are watching it for the first time, so we need to kind of pay attention as well.
Yeah.
So watch along with us, won't you?
Just cue me when to start. Okay, never mind. We're good.
Oh, start. All right, and I'm going to be looking this way because that's where my display. So it's called Old Foes, and spoilers. The internet has been spoiling a lot of things, and that hand kind of gives it away right there.
Reveal yourself. Who is stupid enough to try and steal from me?
That's pretty cool.
It is I, Lord Zedd. Yes. And the last thing I have is steward. Yeah. How can this be?
I love that he comes in throwing people around.
Yeah.
Not me.
I'm waiting for him to
I
talk
don't
again.
understand. I thought the great Emperor of Evil was no more.
Oh yeah, he got turned into a
I
human.
am back with a vengeance. And soon
He looks buffer, doesn't he?
He does. What's a new suit?
I know it's a new suit, but like, it's not
As
a
you wish.
perfect representation. Oh, what the?
Zedd works for you?
What?
Yeah, and if you're his boss,
What a
why are
twist!
you
I
so
agree with
nice to him?
Slither.
Shouldn't you be mean like my boss is to me? And are you hiring?
It is true. I command Zedd. For I am the sorcerer Regal. My magic can bring back beings from anywhere.
Okay.
Anytime.
Well, that kind of that was cool.
I
So that kind of
Okay.
it's not really
that is
Zedd,
most
really.
vile. And
Was
put
he said any world at any time.
on him.
This
Yeah,
is
even-
pre-Z-Wave.
The most evil of evils.
Or the world of the
Oh,
dead.
no. So is trying to steal my sporks. If they escaped, the damage would be catastrophic. Don't be
What do you care about damage?
dismissive.
Void Knight?
No, he's just saying that because it would mess up the Mr. Freeze 2B's guy.
I get that, but the way he said it makes it, you know.
Whoa!
Oh, who else did he bring back?
Something smells
Oh,
fishy.
I recognize that
Don't
guy.
like my smell?
Hey,
At least I'm
it's a little rat
house-trained.
guy.
Let's
I
make a
recognize
deal.
the wolf guy.
I'll give
Yeah.
you one sports if you capture the Power Rangers. Bring them all.
Who was the
to
rat
me,
guy from?
And we can both get what
I
we want.
don't remember.
Well then, time to hunt Power Ranger.
Oh, he's got like a beak. Is it a beak, like a blue beak?
Yeah.
Hoist it up.
Hey, it's a Halloween episode.
Good.
Hey, we
Look
did
at
it.
that. This is gonna be out the week of Halloween. Perfect. Okay, we did it.
What are you supposed to be?
I want to suck your blood.
A werewolf?
Weirdest mosquito I've ever seen.
You know I'm a vampire.
They flirt like
You're
such
seriously
like
going
little
as
kids.
that? How is that scary?
Well, it is a dance, and you know how Dad looks when he dances.
You're right.
Anything to
Burns
make
my
fun of
eye.
their father, I'm on board with.
We don't have Halloween on RAFCON. I wonder what I should go at.
Really?
He should use his
A
antenna.
cardboard box might be fun.
Don't worry, Zedd. We'll help you find a costume. Just no clowns. They're really creepy.
I feel like he should just wear his traditional garb and let his antennas out.
You think earth spiders are bad? On RAFCON, they have 16 legs and an eye on each leg.
Whoa, that
That's-
sounds scary.
Eyes
or
on
not
knees?
as scary as zombies. Total nightmare fuel.
You're a good
No,
runner.
that's
Zombies
worse
are
than a zombie.
Super slow. If you think logically, you shouldn't be afraid of anything.
Well, that's going to be a plot point.
Seriously? You're not afraid of anything? You've been in some pretty scary situations before.
Oh no, is this
No, I wasn't scared.
clip show?
I was alert.
This can't be a clip
Oh,
show.
No,
I bet we can scare you.
You can't have a clip show
Try,
with
but
Lord
not alone.
Zedd.
no, I don't think it's a clip show.
Steal.
Then meet us in the woods later. We'll make a haunted trail. You'll walk it, and we'll see how your nerves hold up.
Sure.
Izzy was really
Why
into
not?
that idea.
Happy haunting.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be good.
I'm a box. That's kind of funny.
it spooky?
Yeah.
I don't have any notes.
Haunted Trail.
It's time.
You ready, Ollie? Who knows what spooky things lie ahead?
So he's gonna not be scared by their stuff, and then like one of the actual monsters is gonna show up.
Or
That's
it's a
fine.
clip show and we're both going to be really mad.
Oh, I'm gonna be so upset if it's a clip show. Oh, because each thing will remind him of.
I give him
We've
5
wait,
minutes.
isn't this like episode
Wow.
13?
14.
Give him 3.
Don't be a clip show.
What's cracking? Uh-oh. We've got company.
I think he's a Kraken.
Quick question. Are you familiar with the concept
That
of
makes-
sleepy cuff?
Sleepy cuff?
Happy sample.
Oh, sleepy cuffs.
Missed you, power ninnies.
It looks like Zedd has some kind of control collar, doesn't it?
Yes, he for sure has
You're gonna
one.
need a nap.
But the other two, I didn't notice it.
No, I think because
How do
they're
you
just
know what
reanimated.
sleepy cuffs are? Night, night. Wait, there's only 4.
So he's reanimated, but he's so powerful he needs a control collar as well, maybe?
Yes, master. I love playing fetch.
I'm just resting my eyes.
I think he resurrected them and he's like, hey, you're alive, work for me. And they're like, all right, cool, thanks. Whereas Zedd needs a
Well, that-
collar.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's so powerful, whether physically or mentally.
Skeleton.
I will
I
say,
like
I
the-
do like the Zedd voice they chose to use.
Yes.
It's a big old
Yeah,
mess
it's
that-
close enough without being just a bad
so
impression.
Scary.
And the fact that he's a little bit buffer and brought back to life, it's like, okay, maybe he is slightly different dimension version or older or something.
From the
They
movie.
look kind of real.
Yeah.
Guys, these spore beasts aren't from you, are they?
What? How?
Hey, does anyone copy?
Oh, they won't be.
I mean, to be
answering
fair, he already
I
fought
guess.
them. So he's like, oh,
Yeah.
this could be a
Morphin'
thing.
time. Dino Fury Key. Activate.
Somebody on Twitter was saying, like, I don't like how they sometimes do the full morph and then sometimes they do the abridged. But I
That's
do
every
like when,
episode of Power Rangers ever.
yeah, I know. But
Series, I should say.
I will say, I do like when people get a solo one every other, like,
Yeah.
at least one episode.
I assume that they always do the full thing. We just don't always see it. That's how I think it is. Like it's in a little pocket universe. That,
Fish face. I remember you guys.
Good dodge.
Aw, not Mr. Skeleton. That howl is bad news.
not Mr. Skeleton.
This is the kind of humor where I'm like, just fight him.
Yeah.
Just fight him.
Mangy mutt,
Don't
fish
try to
face.
make
I
humor.
remember you guys.
Ah, that classic cut for commercial and recap the last 5 seconds
Right,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Oops.
Skeleton,
Don't do
that
that.
howl is bad news. really bad news.
I do like their sword.
Who's the good boy? Not him.
Oh, here's the clips. Here we are. Found them.
No big deal. Every problem has its solution.
If,
What's your treat?
oh,
I do love treats.
I did.
Oh, look, it's our good friend Mick. That's why I
Yeah.
remember him.
My beautiful voice! What have you done to
I
me?
miss Boom Tower.
Is a know-how drop. So on.
I
Can
miss
get
not
know-how
having a
drop
clip
real
show.
quick? I'm dealing with
episode
a bad dog
14.
that makes things fall apart.
Here's my hope.
Who's hungry?
Wait,
He
really?
looks a little peckish.
I mean,
What?
good that they remembered how to defeat him and did the exact same thing again. That I will give them credit for that.
You
But-
can try.
We didn't. I guess okay. If it's a flashback just to show how he knows how to defeat him, I can live with it. If it's a flashback and not a clip show, I'm totally fine.
Okay.
That was
Let's
crazy.
see. I'm putting money that we're going to see another
For the other monster-
flashback or clip for the Kraken.
Yeah, nope. Just beat him all by himself.
Nope, not worth a clip.
Huh? You guys want to explain?
What?
Week of regeneration energy still flowing through us. We can't be defeated.
That seems a
That's
little
cool.
overpowered.
But I was gonna say they seem less powerful
You two are
than because he
violating
beat
the
him just with his
laws of
normal sword by himself.
Not on my
But if they can
Yes.
keep respawning, then that's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna turn you
I
into
mean, that's power
fist
creep,
sticks.
though. That just means he's stronger and they came back at the same level.
Not necessarily, because he didn't use any of his keys or anything else.
Yeah, you're right. We didn't get him a Guffin key yet.
There we go. Now we got one.
Ah,
Spin strike.
It's a G.
it's
what
the
is it?
spin strike key.
Stick around.
Oh,
And the sniffer.
Elasto Dino key.
He-
Ready.
If he's smart, it'll make.
see, this is what I don't like. I hate when they have to like switch keys after every attack.
I don't mind that if the attack is different, like if they're all
Good
specialty
luck
attacks.
regenerating from that.
That makes sense to me.
Fist sticks.
Yeah, I guess.
But what he should
Okay.
do,
Enough fun and games.
because they're gonna come back in a
Better
second,
find the others.
he should have imprisoned them.
This is
Use some
bad.
ice blast or something, so they're not destroyed, but they're out of the way
It
permanently.
seems like they were done after the second one. Maybe they only get one
Oh,
regen
no.
I don't know. Doctor Who gets what 13, so we'll go by those rules.
that we know so far.
Yes, Lord Zedd is
very
very
well,
powerful.
I-
We have to leave.
I'm more up on
I
Doctor
can
Who than
save
you are.
the others,
You are.
but I need something
So I don't wanna
big to
say
take him out. Can you get back to the base and deploy the Zords?
No, he's too strong, Ollie. Even if
I gotta try something. Please.
Please.
Hey, what do you think you're doing, Radiator Face?
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, Lord Z or something?
Bring him to me. Yes, master.
I thought you were an emperor.
I want to know what
Who's in
happened to his
charge here?
staff. I hope that's
Him.
explained.
You do what I say.
We saw his staff in the Beast Morphers Dino Charge crossover in
Yeah.
that box of things, and they were like, "Well, don't bring him back. He's too hard to control," or something like that. So they didn't.
No! That weakling just ran away. For his
Which
power,
also doesn't.
I shall destroy
Again, like,
the
continuity
others.
wise,
Hold
like,
on a moment.
you know, Lord
You
Zedd shouldn't
heard my
exist
deal
in
with
this
Void Knight?
timeline.
We
But
need all the Rangers. Blue will return for his
They're back
friends.
again.
Then he will face all of us.
This is like when you defeat enemies in a game and then walk away and then forget something and go back and they're all there again.
yeah, but they've explained it, so it's fine.
But I'm all they've got.
You could just infinitely bring them back, I
Hold on,
guess.
hold on. I need to beat him. Somehow.
Mhm.
there is one idea we can try. Past Ranger teams have taken on Zedd.
Oh,
Maybe the answer is in the legendary database that Mick
What?
gave us.
Worth a shot.
I'm not sure where.
Oh, the Mick thing. Okay. This is time
Yeah.
back to Mick. Okay, okay.
It makes sense. But is this
Oh,
just gonna be
clip!
clips?
Clip show!
Lord Zedd
Oh, we're at the
is
clip
known
show!
across the
But
continents as the Emperor
I
of
allow
Evil.
it's better to have clips of past
There are
seasons
no
at least
limits
to
to
kind of
his
catch
power.
people up on who Zedd is,
Look at this.
rather than clips
He
of
wants
things
you
that we
to
saw
rock
last
the time
week.
to turn the Rangers back into children.
This is a deep cut.
Yeah, wow.
They like never bring this up if they can avoid it.
Yeah.
Transformed our rangers into children. They won't even know they are.
And once again, they're doing the thing since they don't have the widescreen high def footage where they're putting it on a monitor, which just works so well.
Serpentera.
Serpentera. I don't think they're ever going to top Serpentera as like an evil Zord.
Yeah, they never will.
Now crush him. Crush him.
Wasn't a huge fan of the alpha voice, I'll be honest.
The original Alpha, or
The one that we just saw.
oh,
Lord Zedd even stole the Green Ranger's energy to create his own.
they started that
evil
clip where he already had the
Ranger.
energy on him, so you couldn't see it was the puffy shield.
Replacements.
Oh no, really? They're showing these?
Yeah, these were awful suits.
I remember a long time ago, you were talking about how you wanted to see Psycho Ranger figures or something like a really long time ago.
Yeah.
When I hadn't watched In Space,
So
and
it's
I
nothing
thought
terrifying.
these
How did
are the
those Rangers
Rangers you
defeat
meant. I'm like,
They
those?
didn't.
Like, I mean,
In
I
the
guess,
end,
but
it
no,
took
they're
a
so like,
great
oh, so I'm like,
sacrifice from their
whatever.
mentor,
But I really thought this is what you meant.
Hurry!
Speaking of
You
In
must
Space.
destroy my energy tube.
Right.
Oh, so they're gonna
Time is
address
running
that
out.
Zedd got
Zordon
turned
knew
good.
the
Yeah.
energy from his tube was
I'll
the
give him full
only
props.
way
They're doing,
to
like,
purge the
Yeah,
deep
planet.
continuity
this
here.
This is not a problematic clip show. This is doing it
His
right.
spirit
This is
would
all
forever live on in all that is good.
relevant flashbacks. Is what they're
Yeah.
doing.
If only people could go back and watch this on Netflix.
Actually, not this season. Yeah. And I love that it's the actual actors.
Yeah.
Wanna dance?
Wait, is that Robert Axelrod? Now I'm not sure.
No, I don't think it was, but I don't know,
Thanks to
honestly.
Zordon's
I
energy
know what he
wave,
looks like as an older
Zedd's reign
guy,
of
but
terror
like
was over.
There's
now I'm
no
not
way
sure if
we
that
can
was him
recreate
because
Zordon's
that's
sacrifice.
definitely Carla.
No.
Wait,
Yeah.
Carla
Gotta
Perez?
be a way
Yeah,
to take
but
Zedd down, along with his boss.
You know, it is very odd that Lord
But she was the
Zedd's
in-suit
taking
Rita
orders.
also.
Yeah,
right.
It surprised me too. Although he did have something around his neck. And I think I've seen
Oh,
it.
we're gonna break the
Really?
control
Hold
collar
on, you know
on the
I
bad
have
guy.
to-
Never
I
seen
have
this
to-
before.
Hold on. I actually have to back up because they talked about when he got turned into a human, which is my big
Cleanse
sticking
the
point, and I didn't hear how they explained that. So
Okay, go back.
Yeah.
Help me, Daddy! Don't let it go!
Reasonable voiceover.
Okay.
Wanna dance?
Zedd was cleansed of evil.
Okay.
Thanks to
Yeah.
Zordon's energy wave, Zedd's
Yeah.
reign of terror was over.
There's no way we can recreate Zordon's sacrifice.
No.
There's gotta be a way to take Zedd down.
So they're
along
not
with his boss.
gonna address how he became Zedd again.
I think because the guy said he could take from any time.
Yeah.
So
So
this
you
is
think he
just
took
before
Zedd
the
from
Z-Wave.
before the was you?
He did
But
have
then it doesn't
something
make
around
sense
his
that he's all
neck.
buff looking.
I think I've seen it before.
Prison Zedd.
Really?
So maybe he
That's
was
it there.
buff in a
A
middle
compliance
time
collar.
before Mighty
Check it out,
Morphin.
Solon.
Rangers.
I like addressing the last
Oh.
season.
You're back.
Yeah, exactly what yeah.
That would be my doing. With his shiny new compliance collar, your old foe does whatever I ask.
Yo.
Yeah, give me 20.
Yes, sir.
So
Compliance color.
but are they gonna then address
That could
the
be dangerous.
this okay.
Those
this
were
is-
not their voices, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, was that not Zoe
Yeah,
even?
give me
Hold on.
No.
20.
Yes, sir.
Compliance color. That could be dangerous.
Sure,
You don't think that's
Lord
Zoe?
Zedd hates
No.
being controlled.
Why would they dub it over?
Yeah.
Because they
And
maybe
imagine
have
how
to pay them if they
magically
use their
legal
voice
that
again.
collar came off.
But then they had to pay someone else to redo it. So what's the difference? If anybody knows, say, because I don't know her voice well enough. That seemed okay to me.
Returns.
I feel like they're doing a lot of setup and history on Zedd and all of this. And if it's just this one episode, I'm gonna be a little
You're gonna be
disappointed.
upset.
Well, I mean,
he'll be easy to catch.
it's
'cause he's
still
just
more
so
exciting than the last couple episodes, you know. But I feel like you're building it up. Like I want this to be a part one.
Yeah, same.
Guys, do the squashing.
Step away from my friends.
Fascinating idea. We decline.
That's funny.
Before my master.
Yeah, these swords have really grown on me a lot.
Yeah, they're
I like
really
them
cool.
If
a
you
lot.
miss your friends, why don't you join them? Or at least put up a fight this time.
Yeah, I got some fight in me. Dino dagger. Want to see
Funny we were
something
talking about the
cool?
dagger.
And we're throwing it.
Old-timer
Yeah.
In the Australian outback.
Our Australians not.
So they are a boomerang.
Yes. Or he learned how to do it in the Australian outback,
It's
like
the
you said.
trusty boomerang chick, mate. Ha!
After all this time, I'm free. I'm free.
How long was he under his power? You think? That was cool.
How dare you! My fists are going to squeeze every drop of magic out of you, Rico. Please keep him occupied. Oh, you've got to be
Why did Mucus go with him?
What's with all the teleporting away? Doesn't anybody want to fight anymore?
That's pretty funny.
Oh, this makes no sense, but I'm for it.
Because they're still under his control.
I guess.
That's better. Thanks, Ollie. Whoa, check that out.
If they defeat Zedd right now in like a 2-minute kind of
No,
fight,
I want
Be
Zedd to
upset.
be like, you haven't heard the last of me, and he becomes a third power villain in this season. That's what I want to see. That was cool.
yeah.
This is like some Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Yeah, it really is.
They'll never beat him on their own.
I think we have
That's
to
a mood.
It may be our only chance of stopping Zedd.
Fighting alongside Spork's Beast? This is one weird Halloween. But
I don't like
okay.
this.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I love how you're like, no, this would be really cool. Nope. Instead, 7 of us are gonna fight Zedd, and somehow it's gonna just get tied with a bow. There is 0 reason they should be able to win this fight.
Yeah.
You nincompoops.
Unless it is power creep where, like,
Nope.
you know, 30 generations of Rangers later, they're all way more powerful. But
Nope.
Gotcha.
You parasites so lucky that bumbling sorcerer couldn't find my staff. If I return, I'll
Mention the
crush you
staff.
like
Yes!
the you are,
Yeah.
and burn this planet to a cinder.
that
Teleport.
okay, it might not be a part 1, but that is a promise he's coming back as far as I'm concerned.
You better. All right, I guess we're not in a pact anymore. That was a quick.
Of course
little
they
deal.
turned on us the second they got the chance.
And they grew giant too. Classic Sporks beasts. No respect,
Orcs beast.
no originality.
All right, team. It's nothing new, but let's
All right,
get to it.
we got a lot of Sentai footage where people are talking.
Anglozord!
I wonder if these villains, these kaiju monsters, came back in another episode of Ryu Soldier, or if they're just using the same
I think
footage.
they're gonna use old footage here.
But were they in the same
Oh,
episode?
that was
No.
egregious CGI.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, they're splicing all this together, and I don't like it.
Oh.
Oh no!
They're doing a lot of close-up shots. Looks like Michael Bay directed this fight scene.
but not in a cool way.
No, you don't think you think they
should we
took
let
you don't
them
think
go
they were
or
ever in the
form
scene
the
together and they
Megazord?
just took
I honestly don't know.
I mean, there is precedent for Mighty Morphin doing that, you know, back in the day.
So I think to your point last episode of them using the latest and greatest new Zord, them doing the classic Zord formation is hang on.
Oh, that's actually I don't remember seeing this mode before.
I don't know if we've seen it either.
It's using the original Zords, but in a different formation. So maybe this was footage from an earlier
Okay,
episode.
this looks either new or from a Sentai, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with. The other stuff was bad. I didn't
Yeah, I
like it at all.
agree. But this is all suit acting, so of
Yeah.
course it's gonna look better. I like the Stego head actually. It's pretty cool. It kind of looks a little. It doesn't look like Optimus Prime, but it makes me think of Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Just the red with blue.
Yeah.
Sword for sword. I like it.
Yep. Yep.
This was a 15-second Zord fight.
A lot of the Zord fights have been very short this season.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'm tempted to destroy you, but the power might be useful.
Oh.
So enjoy these sleepy cuffs and have a nap.
Sleepy cuffs.
Tell me, Mucus, where's Zedd?
Probably long gone. Could be on the other side of the universe by now.
Let's
Nope.
hope he stays far away. Sweet dreams,
I want
Regal.
another little scene of Zedd.
Need my blood.
Like, here's my staff. I found it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
If there's a team-up episode, that'd be dope.
Roger, Houston. All clear.
Wow. Amazing outfits, everyone.
Don't forget your rainbow, Leprechaun.
Oh. A zombie park warden?
Where's Zato?
Ah!
There we go.
An Earth Night, how wonderful.
It took me 20 minutes to put on. Humans actually fought in this?
Yeah, I'd be freaked if I had to face a Sporks beast in that.
Hey, I thought you said you weren't scared of anything.
Well, I guess I didn't want to admit that.
All
I
right,
do get
right
scared
there.
sometimes.
We saw green and black go
After facing Lord Zedd,
flirting.
I realized
Flirting,
that
though.
my biggest fear is losing you guys, my friends.
Hey,
And the
feel
pink
bad for making
creature.
fun of
Bring
me,
it in,
don't you?
team.
Zed's got such a great smile.
Yeah. I don't like these endings,
Let's
but
get to the Halloween fun at Buzz Blast. It's dancing time.
Oh, there was no Buzz Blast this episode.
what? That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. There was no Buzz Blast, J-Borg, any of that this episode or last episode.
I'm not against it.
No, but I'm just realizing, because as I realized there wasn't any this episode, there wasn't any last episode either. So, thoughts?
That was all right. It wasn't as good as it should have been.
I agree. Now, a long time ago, the first openly gay Ranger episode was spoiled for me, and Zedd was spoiled for me. And even
Same.
didn't get spoiled the day it came out. It was a thing where like I managed to avoid things, and then a week later, because you can't keep your guard up forever. And if you look at anything Ranger related, so those are the only two spoilers I have. How about you?
As far as I know, that's it. Other than like, I
Who the
know who
Sixth
the
Ranger is,
Gold
and-
Ranger is, but that's
not even. I mean, it's a spoiler, but it's not even like, ooh, somebody saw an episode earlier. It's like Hasbro's like, hey, here's the actor and what they look like.
so I
and-
know the actor and I know part of their backstory.
Okay, I don't know the backstory. I know the
Okay.
suit. I know the actor. I know, just same way you see like new Zords that are coming out. 'Cause we've seen the toys, things like that. So that is spoilers, I consider. But if Hasbro releases it, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's not the same as some fan leaking it or something.
Yeah, I know part of the backstory that is a definite spoiler. Then.
Okay. After the last two episodes, this one felt great. I think it wasn't like an A+ episode, but it almost feels like it because it was like, oh, we had to wait forever. Then we get two mediocre episodes. Now this one. I do think Zedd was underutilized.
Yep.
And if he never comes back, I'm gonna give this episode a B. I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay.
If Zedd comes back and it fleshes out, that might go up. If he doesn't come back, I'm gonna drop it because it's like wasted potential of like you set this up really well and you did all this backstory and flashback and he's gonna look for a staff and all this stuff. And if it never comes back, actually, if it never comes back, I will probably end up hating this episode because it's like, what was this for then? But
yeah, there was such deep history that you called back to not do anything.
I'm trying not to get too excited for where this is gonna go because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But I do feel like this is the beginning of something awesome if they do it right.
Yeah, it's a thing where like obviously there's 22 episodes in season 1. We're about to start 15 next review. So we got, about 8 left.
Right.
And I need to remember there's a whole another season 2 coming out.
Even if he doesn't come back till next season, that's fine. Like,
well, like I'm just thinking of like, going back to Beast Morphers. Season 1 had its ups and downs, but season 2, like the stuff where they did deep cuts and called back, they did it good. We got the Chaku 3-parter, we got the Dino 3-parter, we got
RPM callbacks, like
everything was great.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my best to like not treat this as an isolated season. Remember, it's a 2-parter, and so far, I'm gonna be honest. These last 3 episodes are putting it closer to Ninja Steel than Beast Morphers for me.
I mean, it's a Ninja Steel, as we've said, Ninja Steel is probably my least favorite season.
Like ever?
I mean, I'd have to really go through and think about it, but like my gut reaction is yes, it's my least favorite season. So this is nowhere near Ninja Steel. Like, I do think this is a good season. It's at least average, probably a little bit above average, maybe. It's hard to tell. I like the suits a lot. I like the actors. There are things, it's a very uneven season. There are things I really like and things I don't like.
Yeah.
But the things I don't like have been worse in other seasons. So I know it's not even like, if all the seasons are like this, it's at least in the middle. It's definitely not in the bottom half, for sure.
So from Nickelodeon seasons, where would this rank for you right now?
Well, I mean, this isn't. You mean just saying from like Samurai till now?
Yes.
Okay, so I like it better than Super Mega Force.
Okay.
I like it better than Ninja Steel.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. It's probably on par. Well, I'm not going to count Samurai because I am incapable.
You're
of doing
biased.
that. Yeah. So. I feel like it's on par with Dino Charge right now. I feel like no, hear me out. Because Dino Charge was another one that had high highs and like some weird stuff. Like towards the end, it kind of got all weird. but it had really good actors. Like I really liked Brandon Mejia as a Red Ranger, for example. So like it's similar in that I like the suits, I like the theme, I like in both of them. I like that they have a base. They're not like kids in high school. Like so there's a lot of similarities there, and but there are things I don't like too. And so we're not even finished with the first season. But as of now, I can see it going like a Dino Charge, where there are things I like and don't like, and it's a pretty good season despite being kind of flawed. That's kind of I don't think it's right now. I don't think it's going to be Beast Morphers good, which is crazy too because the suits and the zords and stuff like that I like way better. Like visually, I love it. I think they all look awesome. So it seems like just gut level, like I should like it better. But yeah, right now I feel like it's tracking to be on par with Dino Charge, which is not terrible, but not Beast Morphers good.
This is right now, having not finished all the seasons, I'm about to put it above. Right now, I have it above Megaforce, Super Megaforce, and Ninja Steel, but below Dino Charge and Beast Morphers.
That's probably where I'm at, but it's just a little bit fuzzier. Like that's about where mine is, but I'm just like I'm not so sure as you are, I guess.
This is making me appreciate Beast Morphers more, but as I said, a lot of my fondest memories of Beast Morphers are from season 2.
Yes.
But season 1 did have some reasonable stuff, but it also made me so frustrated.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is it's weird because so many factors come into play. Like, you know, there's the writing and all that stuff, but then there's the suits and the actors. And like, I think I like some of the chemistry between some of these actors more than I did in Beast Morphers.
Yes.
Beast Morphers, I didn't hate any of those actors, but like, I like Zato as a Red Ranger better, for example. I find him more compelling and charismatic and interesting than the last Red Ranger. So just things like that. And same thing, you know, Ravi, he got better, but he wasn't one of my favorites, you know, like, but it's tough. So like, but like, does that make this a better season because I happen to like some of the actors or characters better? I don't know, you know? So
I think
if you had the Beast Morpher storyline with like these suits and mechs, it would have been like, oh, so much better.
Yeah, the thing that I think I'm getting really hung up on is we got really spoiled with the Megazord dynamic in Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
Like that minus the gun being like the end all be all for a sword, like taking that out of it, like we didn't get a Megazord for a while. Every Zord fight was like strategic and like there were only a couple that were rushed and like they were a really crucial part of the episode.
And there were
Whereas
reasons
we're back to
separately.
Okay, there was a big monster and we killed it.
Yeah. And it has
matters.
the Mega Force and Super Mega Force trope of you need powers, here you go, here's random powers.
Yeah.
So
that part I'm not a fan of. That is one of the things I dislike. And I will say though, not having the comic relief in every episode has been good.
I did not miss it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's tough. This episode was definitely way better than the last ones, and I'm giving it a B, but I'm not even sure if that's a fair rating. If I'm being too hard on it or not hard or if I'm
not hard enough on it, in my opinion.
What are you giving it?
I'm giving it a B- with the same stipulations you have, where if it pays off, it's a B-. If it doesn't, it's a C+ at best.
See, I'm saying it's a B, and if it pays off, it goes up to a B+. And if it doesn't, it goes down to a C.
Because still, I mean, if this was part 1 of a 3-parter, which we know it's not, of like the Zedd arc, it was still like the backstory was great, the Zedd suit was great, the voice was great considering the circumstances, and the fighting was great.
Yes.
That was about 6 minutes of this episode.
Again, maybe because of the last 2 we watched, I'm feeling a little more generous. I don't know. And it is cool they brought back Zedd specifically because we know it's not Sentai footage. We know they didn't have a suit lying around because he was American only. There's no way that suit was still around. You know, they don't even have the voice actor anymore. So this was like a hard character to bring back. So I give them credit for that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also getting tired. Otherwise, I'd be more animated about my discussion. But I guess I'm trying not to get too excited where it's going to go. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited about where it's going to go.
I'm tempering my expectations just because we've gone down weird rabbit holes in our head, and only a couple times have we been right on like call shotting. It'd be great if they did this, and we've only gotten like 2 of those things out of like.
True. Well, I don't care about being right. If I'm wrong and it's cool, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's just, is it going to be good? Well, going back to the rumors that this will be the last, you know, standard adaptation of Power Rangers as we know it, which we still don't know. Every other day I hear something one way or the other that makes me think, whatever. But let's say it is. If this is the final one and they're bringing Zedd back, like as a sort of like bringing the whole thing, full circle, like that. If this is the final season, my expectations are going to be really high. Like
same,
like they got to end it really well, because they're also choosing to end it. It's not like, oops, we got canceled halfway through. Like they're making a conscious decision. We're going to end it. Okay, you're bringing Zedd back. What else are you going to do? How are you going to make this special? And so I don't want this to be the last season of this kind, but I kind of in a weird way hope it is, because of what, if it's gonna be this big blowout of like past villains and Rangers and bringing all this crazy stuff together, like it seems like they're hinting at, then I don't want to then have like another standard season and that's the last one, like I don't want to end on Ninja Steel, I honestly, I almost would have been okay if we ended with Beast Morphers. Again, not that I want it to be over, but that would have been a good season to end on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think, and I've been consistent in saying this, I think if Power Rangers as we know it ends, there's still going to be a show. It's just a matter of who
absolutely. And they've even said that it'll be animated or be some other live action. Power Rangers as a franchise, as an entertainment behemoth, will continue. Stories will continue to flow. But what I want is that I want a cartoon, I want an adult show on Netflix, I want the comics, I want the video games, and I still want adaptations of Super Sentai. I'm greedy.
All right, I'm putting this will never happen, but if it does, I get the biggest Ninja Steel point in the world out there. All right, and then we're going to end the show.
Yeah.
So, the villain we just saw, who is not destroyed, has said he can take people from different worlds and different times.
Yes.
We know that when it comes to Power Rangers, one of the biggest proponents of Power Rangers and one of the biggest supporters of it and all that jazz is Jason David Frank.
Who?
JDF.
Who?
Yeah, right. So
the Green Ranger, the original Green Ranger.
If they were to bring in Lord Draken, that would blow my mind.
I wish you didn't say that, because now I'm going to be disappointed if that doesn't happen.
I know. But wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be also. There are plenty of people. There are plenty of people that love Jason David Frank and the Green Ranger, and they far outweigh the people that don't. But there's always a contingent when he comes, because he's come back so many times. They're like, "Oh, him again," blah. And it's like, well, I mean, that's what people want, and they're offering him, and I never see people complaining about that. But I think if he came back as Draken, I have to believe / hope even the people that groan when he comes back as a Ranger would have to be like, okay, this is acceptable. He could come back as Lord Draken. That's cool. And we know he's put on the suit for that promo. He's worn the suit, he's been in the makeup, and that would be fantastic. And then they have to bring in people from all different time and space to fight him. Yeah, you've just ruined this season for me.
I'm sorry.
If it happens, you get the biggest Ninja Steel point of all time. But
when it doesn't, we're all gonna go, oh.
But that being said, if they do have to, if it's similar, but Lord Zedd is the villain, and they have to bring in Rangers from all time and space, and but what they need to do though is not have a big mega super battle war where everyone shows up in one episode and they have to have a couple show up here, a couple show up there, talk, connect. We want to see these characters interact with each other, not just show up for a fight, And so if over the course of half a season, a half dozen Rangers come back and have little adventures, and then at the end, we're like, okay, we got really, that's what I want to see. I don't want to just have everyone show up at the last second.
This is one of those things where we see spoilers so often and oh, why was Brendan Mahia in New Zealand? Is he back? Right. Oh no. Yeah. We're because we haven't seen anything, I'm oh, that's kind of a bummer. Either
also,
they're
with the the way things are right now with the pandemic and stuff, they might have they might have big plans, but they can't do it. That's the other thing, because I've heard rumors that with Beast Morphers they had other guest stars and things that they were gonna do maybe that got scrapped because of that. I mean, that happened to the Loki show on Netflix. That whole final episode, which I won't say in case people haven't seen it, was totally different. Yeah. And then because of refilming, they're like, no, it's just going to be this instead. And it worked, but that wasn't on purpose. That was just,
Same with the Supernatural finale, which I have feelings about.
Oh, you mean the episode before the final episode?
Yeah. The true finale?
I don't know if I'll ever rewatch that whole show again, but I'll definitely stop before the final aired episode, which is
part of me wants to go back and just watch the first 5 seasons again.
I'm not ready. But anyway, we're getting off track. This has been Action Activate. I have been Gazbot.
Big Dawg Defender.
And
to the power.
The power.
See you guys later.
And I will press the button. Thank you.
Doop, 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 doop. What if the next season is the train one? How would you feel?
Shocked. I was shocked. I'd be shocked because I love the Tokuger train season. But I love it, and the Zords are terrible.
Yeah, they're really egregious.
They're terrible, and trains are not super popular in America, and they're not. This one isn't going to be the one to win them over.
Yeah, or the cubes. Don't do the cubes, Hasbro.
Yeah, the cubes would be better though, because at least there's Minecraft. Like other people might like them even if we don't. And the Tokuger suits, I didn't like. They won me over. But that's an example of a season where I didn't like the Zords. The suits I hated, but they won me over. And I just liked the actors and I liked the story. And the whole thing won me over despite being like, this looks terrible.
Yeah.
Like I literally watched it to laugh at it. And I was like, I love this. You know?
It's like how they did RPM from the Sentai to Power Rangers of like, how is this super goofy? All right, Mad Max it.
They without giving too much away, there is a lot of dark themes in Tokuger. Like it's very bright, but the thing they're fighting is kind of darkness. And if they leaned into that, they could do an RPM very easily with it, actually. So you know what? That might be the way to do it then.
I'm just here for ideas that'll never happen, y'all.
All right, bye.
Bye.